Hey everyone, welcome back to Wanasai. I'm James, and today I've got a question that's been keeping me up at night. What do you think is more likely to happen in the next 200 years? Humans living to 200 years old? Or us finally shaking hands with an alien? Dr. Pulse, I need your scientific brain on this one, because honestly, both sound like science fiction to me.
James, you've outdone yourself today. This is the kind of question that gets scientists into heated debates at conferences. And the answer might surprise you, because we're closer to one of these things than most people think.
Wait, seriously? So you're telling me I might actually meet an alien before I die? Or are you saying I could live long enough to meet my great-great-great-grandkids?
Let's explore both possibilities and see where the science takes us. Because honestly, the reality is far more fascinating than fiction.
Okay, Dr. Pulse, let's start with the lifespan thing. Right now, if I'm lucky and eat my vegetables, I might make it to 80, 90? What would it actually take to double that to 200? Are we talking about some magic pill, or do I need to start bathing in weird chemicals?
Great question. And no weird chemical baths required, I promise. Human aging is fundamentally a biological engineering problem. Our cells have built-in limits, like a timer that counts down with each division. These are called telomeres, tiny protective caps on our chromosomes that get shorter as we age.
So basically, our cells have an expiration date stamped on them that's both depressing and weirdly organized of nature.
Exactly. But here's the exciting part. We're already making progress in extending those timers. Scientists have successfully extended lifespan in mice by up to 50% through various interventions.
Hold on, 50% longer living mice? So there are some seriously old mice out there living their best lives right now?
There indeed are. And if you hit that subscribe button on Wanasai, you'll be around to see where this research leads us humans.
Okay, but mice aren't humans. What's actually being done right now to help us live longer? And I'm not talking about eating kale and going to the gym. I mean real cutting-edge science.
Well, there are several promising frontiers. First, we have senolytics, drugs that eliminate senescent cells, which are basically zombie cells that refuse to die and cause inflammation. Then there's research into NAD+ boosters, compounds that help cellular energy production. We're also exploring genetic editing with CRISPR to potentially fix age-related genetic problems.
Zombie cells? You're telling me I've got zombie cells just hanging around in my body right now, causing trouble?
I'm afraid so, James. As we age, more and more cells enter this zombie state. They stop dividing but don't die, and they release inflammatory chemicals that damage surrounding tissue.
That's actually kind of horrifying. So if we could just evict these zombie cells, we'd live longer?
Clinical trials suggest that removing senescent cells can improve age-related conditions significantly. In animal studies, it's extended both lifespan and health span, which is arguably more important.
Health span? What's the difference?
Lifespan is how long you live. Health span is how long you live well, without chronic disease and disability. We don't just want to add years to life, we want to add life to years.
Oh, wow, that's actually profound. What good is living to 200 if you're miserable for the last 100 years, right? But Dr. Pulse, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Even if we figure out the science, who gets access to these treatments? Is this going to be something only billionaires can afford?
That's a crucial ethical question, James. History shows that medical technologies often start expensive but become more accessible over time. Think about antibiotics, vaccines, or even smartphones. However, ensuring equitable access would require deliberate policy decisions and global cooperation.
All right, so living to 200 is scientifically possible, maybe even likely within a couple of centuries. Now let's talk about the alien situation. Dr. Pulse, what are the actual odds we meet extraterrestrial life in the next 200 years? And I'm not talking about bacteria on Mars, I mean actual
take me to your leader type aliens.
Now we're entering one of my favorite topics. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence, or SETI, has been ongoing for decades, but recently we've made some game-changing discoveries that shift the odds considerably.
Game-changing how? Did we pick up some alien radio station I don't know about?
Not quite, but we've discovered something equally profound. We now know that planets are everywhere in the universe. Our galaxy alone contains an estimated 100 to 400 billion stars, and we've confirmed that most of them have planets.
Wait, most stars have planets? So that means...
That means there are potentially billions of Earth-like planets in the habitable zone just in our galaxy alone. The habitable zone is the region around a star where liquid water could exist on a planet's surface.
Billions of potential Earths? And we haven't heard from anyone yet? That's either really exciting or really terrifying.
This is what scientists call the Fermi Paradox. If the universe is so vast and full of potential homes for life, where is everybody?
Maybe they're all watching us, like some kind of cosmic reality TV show? Earth, season 2024, now with more chaos.
That's actually one hypothesis, called the zoo hypothesis. But there are other explanations that are more scientifically grounded.
Okay, Dr. Pulse, help me understand something. Space is huge, right? Like incomprehensibly, mind-breakingly huge. Even if aliens exist, isn't the distance between us and them just too enormous to ever actually meet?
You've hit upon one of the fundamental challenges, James. The nearest star to us, Proxima Centauri, is about 4.24 light-years away. With our current fastest spacecraft, it would take over 70,000 years to get there.
70,000 years? That's longer than recorded human history. So basically, we're never meeting aliens unless they come to us or someone immense warp drive?
Not necessarily. There are several scenarios that could change this equation dramatically. First, we might detect signs of technological civilizations through radio signals or other electromagnetic emissions. Second, we could discover evidence of alien technology, like megastructures around distant stars. Third, and this is where it gets really interesting, we might find evidence that aliens have already visited our solar system.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying aliens might have already been here? Dr. Pulse, are you going full ancient aliens on me right now?
Not quite, but stay with me. Some scientists have proposed that we should look for artifacts or traces of extraterrestrial visitation in our own solar system. This is called astroarchaeology. If a civilization arose in our galaxy millions of years ago, they might have sent probes throughout the galaxy, including here.
So there could be some alien probe just floating around near Jupiter and we haven't noticed it yet.
It's unlikely, but not impossible. The point is, detection doesn't require a face-to-face meeting. If we find any evidence of extraterrestrial technology, that counts as contact in the scientific sense.
Okay, but what about those UAP reports? You know, the unidentified aerial phenomena that the government released? Could those be evidence?
The UAP videos have generated significant scientific interest. However, unidentified simply means we don't know what they are yet. It doesn't automatically mean extraterrestrial. There could be conventional explanations, classified military technology, or atmospheric phenomena we don't fully understand yet. Good science requires extraordinary evidence for extraordinary claims.
All right, Dr. Pulse, moment of truth. Based on everything we know right now, which is not much, which is more likely in the next 200 years? Humans living to 200 or us meeting aliens? And I want your honest scientific opinion, not the diplomatic answer.
James, you're putting me on the spot, but I'll give you my genuine assessment. Living to 200 is significantly more likely than meeting aliens within the next 2 centuries.
Really? Even with billions of potentially habitable planets out there?
Here's why. With lifespan extension, we're dealing with known biology and clear pathways forward. We've already extended animal lifespans in the lab. We understand many of the mechanisms of aging. We have active clinical trials underway right now. It's an engineering problem, and we're making measurable progress every year.
And with aliens?
With extraterrestrial contact, we're dealing with enormous unknowns. We don't know if intelligent life is common or rare. We don't know if civilizations typically survive their technological adolescence. We don't know if they would want to communicate or how. The distances are staggeringly vast, and we're essentially searching a cosmic haystack for a needle that might not even exist.
So the aliens are out there, probably, but space is just too big and we're too small?
More precisely, the probability of developing life extension technology in 200 years, given our current progress, is much higher than the probability of detecting extraterrestrial intelligence in that same time frame. But here's the fascinating part, James. If we do extend human lifespan dramatically, that gives us more time to keep searching for aliens.
Oh, that's actually a brilliant point. If I live to 200, I get 120 extra years to wait for the aliens to show up or for us to find them.
Exactly. And there's another consideration. If we learn to extend human lifespan, we become a more successful spacefaring species ourselves. Longer lifespans mean longer space missions become feasible. Astronauts could survive trips to distant stars if we solve the aging problem.
Whoa, so solving the aging problem actually helps us become the aliens visiting other planets?
In a sense, yes. Longevity and space exploration are deeply interconnected.
My mind is officially blown right now. And if your mind is blown too, make sure you're subscribed to Wanasai so you don't miss our next cosmic deep dive. Dr. Pulse, I came into this thinking both of these scenarios were pure science fiction, but now I'm realizing that living to 200 might actually happen in my lifetime, or at least in my kids' lifetime. That's simultaneously exciting and a little scary. Like, I better start planning for a really long retirement.
It is a profound thought, James. We're living in a unique moment in human history. For the first time, we have the scientific knowledge and tools to potentially take control of our own biological destiny. The question isn't just whether we can extend lifespan, but whether we should and how we do it equitably.
And what about the aliens? Should we keep searching even if the odds are long?
Absolutely. The search for extraterrestrial intelligence is about more than just finding aliens. It's about understanding our place in the cosmos. It's about asking the fundamental question, are we alone? And even if we never find anyone, the search itself drives technological innovation and expands our scientific understanding.
I love that perspective. So we work on living longer, and we keep our eyes on the skies, and maybe, just maybe, we'll achieve both.
That's the spirit of scientific exploration, James. We pursue multiple paths because we don't know which will succeed first.
All right, Wanasai community, here's what I want from you. Which would you rather see first? Humans living to 200 or first contact with aliens? Drop your answer in the comments and tell us why. And if you enjoyed today's mind-bending conversation, smash that like button so hard that it extends its lifespan. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because we've got more incredible science topics coming your way. Should we talk about consciousness next week, Dr. Pulse? Or maybe the possibility of living on Mars?
Both excellent topics. I'll let the Wanasai audience decide. Comment below with your vote.
There you have it, folks. From Wanasai, I'm James.
And I'm Dr. Pulse.
Keep wondering, keep questioning, and keep exploring the universe with us. Until next time, stay curious.
The universe is waiting to be understood. We'll see you in the next episode.